This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Hand it off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll try the option play here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. He's past the marker and still going. He moved the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Breaks free. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Handoff heading left. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down. Almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Caught near the goal line. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a 1st down.
The Wolverines will line up here on 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Setting the tone early for tough execution, opening the drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Pat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. To throw, it's Sand. Caught by the receiver. And it's good for a first down to the 36. New set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
He stopped him, but this offense is struggling now at the plus 43.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Took contact on the throw. The ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway. They flipped into the field, ready now for the second period.
7, Ohio State, 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. And he drops back in the gun. Pass rush closing in. The pass ball is incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Now here's the toss play. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To the air. It's Saying. Bringing pressure. Stays on his feet. Tries the right with a quick throw. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. He's got room to run. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here on second down for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man, and it falls incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now, the 25. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to pass. It's Saying. Looks right, lets it fly. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Let's it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Looking for his back. Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm string that time. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes off to his right, and he will be stuffed for no gain. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw. It's Saying. The pocket breaking down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's got it. No problem. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Sure hands. It's Morgan. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. Defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Wolverines keep the football on the move.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. With the catch, it's Harris. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down after that previous play. He gets loose. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, it's incomplete pass here on this RPO, and typically you see these RPOs thrown quickly. Make the read, process, ball out, get the ball to the playmakers, and let them do their thing. I guess if there's a silver lining, at least there wasn't an illegal man downfield.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Wolverine starting a new series here on 1st and 10. It's Marshall. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And a timeout was called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Harris. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15. In the red area, it's Haynes. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The offense will quickly spend the timeout here for the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Morgan. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So a short attempt, but from the right hash, it's a bit of a tricky angle. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He escapes the pocket. Pass pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Lets it go quickly. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
And Michigan offense back out on the field. And now a carry here for the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of the speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Little eye candy here from the offense and pre-snap motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be 1st down there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Here's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Wolverines churn out another 1st down. From the shotgun to hand off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He hands it to the back. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Aggressive a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Oh, I know this quarterback loves to take this shot downfield on the go route. Not able to connect this time, but you can guarantee this offense will look for those quick shot opportunities again.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. A huge defensive score.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the...
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. He's got it with room to run. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield. It's St. Clair. Quick throw to the left. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team to bring him down at the 16.
Will take over. First and 10.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Change of direction. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here's the second down play. Sticks. It's Marsh. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Great execution on the RPO. The quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
That's the end of the third quarter.
So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Send the back in motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. When they try the middle, that's stuck for no gain.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They're going to run the option. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete, trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. It's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds and try to preserve that clock.
So ball to the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for a man deep down the middle. It is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at 33.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And they'll give it to the back. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Chewing clock with the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Running back with the football. A quick juke. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. Now it's 2nd down here. They'll run the option junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Back in motion now. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Bring the pressure and down he goes. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Wolverines will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. They'll kick it away here. Choosing to return the punt. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Set up at the 30. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a grab! They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. And I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 2nd down, looking to throw it. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. On the move now. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
I'm going to convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ballgame.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. It's always a special year, but after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. They're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.